Forte, the Dean of Behavioral Services at Puzzlebox Academy.
And I'm Tracy Duarte, the Academic Program Specialist here at Puzzlebox Academy.
Today we're going to talk about the Morningside Model, generative instruction at PBA, and also the assessment model.
Since 2017, Puzzlebox Academy has modified and implemented a version of the MMGI model with our student population, consisting of students on the autism spectrum, those with developmental delays, and other related disabilities. Although the program approach at Morningside is not geared toward this student population, at Puzzlebox, our team has partnered with the Morningside Academy to provide our learners with the tools needed to increase their knowledge base and acquire new skills in the following areas: phonemic awareness, phonics, comprehension, handwriting, listening, speaking, arithmetic, problem solving, receptive and expressive language, and social communication. After acquiring new skills, each skill is then brought to fluency through the precision teaching approach. By using methodics, which is an I do, we do, you do teaching methodology, each student's progress is charted in a manner that allows educators to make immediate intervention decisions that drive their instruction.
Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the assessment process. The first assessments we're going to talk about are the macro assessments. These are given annually as a pre and post nationally normed reference assessment, which allows our assessment team to get a baseline that indicates a student's grade level for entry. Next, we have the meta assessments. This allows administrators to focus on areas that align with curricular programs within the model and helps lead to an initial placement within the appropriate curriculum track. And finally, we have the micro assessments. These are administered in the classroom by the teacher or the assessment administrator and are used to collect data throughout the year and monitor the students' growth in the curricular tracks. Test administrators work closely with other school leaders to analyze student performance data and place them into the best fit within Puzzlebox Academy's curricular tracks. This allows for us to homogeneously group our students, which has made a world of a difference in their growth, rather than expecting students to fit a one-size-fits-all mold. Therefore, if a student is lower than grade level expectations, we teach to that student's level. And vice versa, if a student exceeds grade level expectations, we teach them to the level they are on, rather than holding them back to become bored or frustrated.
Next, we're going to talk about homogeneous grouping. Here at PBA, our student instruction is tailored to their skill level, which allows less subgrouping and differentiation within the classroom environment. By using the MMGI approach, we are helping to fill in the gaps necessary to move from prerequisite skills to higher level skills. We can then find out if a student is suffering from any can't do or won't do issues interfering with their academic growth. Our goal is to help students build their self-confidence by allowing them to work towards making the necessary gains to move up or down the curricular tracks at their own pace, instead of keeping them in a one-size-fits-all classroom that may be either too high or too low for them.
Today we're going to talk about placement and the group instruction environment. At Puzzlebox, the decision is not to teach to only one level for core subjects, but rather to create a curricular approach that tailors each program to match a student's functioning level in the areas of reading, language, and math. In order to best meet the diverse needs and academic levels of each student, the students transition to different reading placements, language arts and writing placements, and math placements. By having a classroom and core subjects that are homogeneously grouped, our teachers can better utilize their instructional time to aim for higher rates of student choral responding, which is also known as group responding, during group instruction or small group activities. Use the direct instruction curriculum, which allows them to focus on specific skills and allows students to progress at their own rate. Learners need strong skills in all learning channels: visual, auditory, written, etc. Many maintain effective classroom management skills by developing visual expectations and schedules and maintaining high rates of positive reinforcement to keep students motivated and engaged. They also analyze the daily data collected to lead greater academic gains for our students by using precision teaching techniques to measure and help guide the students' overall academic progress.
Accuracy versus fluency. A learner must first be accurate in a skill or standard before we are able to bring that same skill or standard to fluency. Rather than moving on to teach the next standard based on a pacing guide, this model allows for a learner to become firm with each skill, being not only accurate, but also meeting the frequency aim for each skill before moving on. This practice allows for a greater probability of students' ability to maintain skills, even after a period without practice. At Puzzlebox Academy, teachers use precision teaching techniques to assist students in becoming fluent thinkers and learners. Teachers frequently analyze a visual representation of learning. Therefore, by analyzing the data collected daily, teachers are then able to make in-session decisions to build a student's fluency of skill.
So now we're going to look at our pre and post data for our reading groups. This is our macro level assessments. From this assessment, we tested 2 subsets from our macro assessment. On the y-axis, we have grade level equivalency, and on the x-axis, we have pre and post for our 2 subsets that we used from our macro level assessment. Please orient to the blue bar. This is the representation of our pre-test scores for letter word identification. The red bar is the post score for letter word ID. The green bar represents the pre-test scores for word attack, and the purple bars represent the post data for word attack. Now we're going to look at our pre and post data for our macro level assessments for math. For this assessment, we tested 2 of the subsets. On the y-axis, you have grade level equivalency, and on the x-axis, you have the pre and post for these 2 subsets. Please orient yourself to the blue bar. This is the pre-test score for math calculations. The red bar represents the post scores for math calculations. The green bars represent the pre-scores of our math fact fluency subset, and the purple bars represent the post data for our math fact fluency subset.
If you have any questions, you can always email us at info@puzzleboxacademy.com. Thanks for watching.